stayed home all alone in my room. Could have been anyone but you. Make me realize. Could have been anyone but you. Take me outside. Could have been anyone but you. Make me feel the way you do. Could have been anyone but you. Could have been anyone but you. I got love, and it's burning a hole right through my vest. With nowhere to go, I'm loving alone, 'cause I love myself best. I sure hope I feel hopeful. I'm done moping, I guess. Put my thoughts on repeat and play to the beat. Why do I get so obsessed? Alright, I'm alright. It's alright, we're alright. That's enough inside. Shine a light on this right now. You're dead right, I've been dead wrong, dead stop, deadlock, dead end. The tightrope I've been walking on's been slacking off again. Alright, I'm alright. It's alright, we're alright. That's enough inside. Shine a light on this right now. Alright, I'm alright. It's alright, we're alright. That's enough, some insight. Shine a light on this right now.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Ben from Universal Audio, and welcome to another episode of Tales from the Switch, where we are showing you guys the real-life process of what it's like to collaborate and create a song all in real time. No smoke, no mirrors. Over the last couple of weeks, we've been tracking vocals. We did some background vocals with Will Knox last week. And it's been really cool to see what this process looks like without it trying to be like a stage demo. This is actually how songs get created. This is how you do takes. This is how you interact with an artist. And all along the way, we're showing you guys how you can actually make incredible sounding productions all inside of Luna. But luckily, you don't have to listen to me make all this music. We're joined by our very good friends, Fab and Empty Chair. How's it going?
Me?
Hi.
I'm coming. Hold on.
Hi, everyone.
We hear the ghost of Louis Cato. Oh, there's a shirt. There's an arm. There, I see a bracelet.
Wait, it's not Lewis if it's not a cup of coffee there. Wait, hold on.
Yes, that's true.
That's
true.
Is it? Oh!
Oh, there it is. There's our cup of coffee. Oh, there he is.
Hey.
I'm on La Croix.
Nice. How you guys
Yeah,
doing? How you guys doing today?
Doing all right, man. How about you?
Doing well, man. Doing well. It's beautiful Tuesday out here. And Fab, I see you're back downstairs. Back
Yes,
in old digs.
So we no smoke, no mirrors, except no mirrors for sure. But smoke came out of my laptop. So I am. It's very. I'm in between systems.
Mm-hmm.
And upstairs just got redone, and it's gorgeous, but it is broken. So I had to come back down here, and Stelios is not here today, so I was able to basically pilfer the room.
Nice.
And otherwise upstairs would not have been good. So,
no more fires allowed.
No, thank you, Stelios, for not coming today. But by next week, I should have a solid system that has no smoke coming out of it. My laptop got so hot that the bottom of it is no longer flat. It's kind of like a bowl.
It's a little more curved to it.
So it does this cool thing when you type on it. It just like goes like this, and also it shuts itself down whenever it feels like it randomly.
Oh. Well, thank God we're not using your laptop today. We're for people, if you're just tuning in, if you haven't, for some reason you haven't caught the previous episodes, what we've been doing is Fab is actually remote controlling Lewis's computer all across the Manhattan Sea. And so Lewis has got an Apollo, he's got Luna running. We've been kind of tracking this way, but in real time, Fab's able to remote control and be the producer and engineer, be Lewis's hands on the computer while Lewis gets to focus on actually recording and creating a track.
Exactly. And what's happened since last week is, if you remember, last week Will Knox was in England. No, in Amsterdam. Harlem. The original Harlem, outside Amsterdam, and sent and was recorded some background vocals. And I told him that I would do the edits and put everything in place, and which is what I did. So nice. He sent me a WeTransfer with his full Luna session. I exported the background vocals at the Luna session. Here they are, light blue and purple.
Nice.
And then I copy pasted them. Lewis hasn't heard that.
I have not.
I tried to enhance the chords towards the back of the stick. We'll see if you like that. So today, what we're planning to do is for Lewis to sing some more, to augment the texture and do harmony. It would be nice if we could replace that lyric. There was a lyric that said Matrix. It's supposed to say cages. And so it'd be nice to see if we could just replace that one phrase. And then we had the idea that it'd be cool to bring the track to the 21st century a little bit by adding some sort of keyboard. So we're probably going to use Shape for that.
Nice.
And then I remember very clearly Louis mentioning that he had a bongo idea. And whenever somebody says bongo, I say we go. So that's the program. So I propose that we listen a little bit also to check that everything works.
Yeah,
I
haven't actually done that yet.
Yeah, I propose that we listen a little bit and say, start on verse 2 right here. And so that we can all adjust our levels and make sure we all listen to the same thing.
Sounds good.
Man needs an Everest, a mountain that he cannot climb.
Aha, something stopped. That was me. Let's see again. Come on, girl. And I'm using TViewer, by the way.
To keep the head humble, the hands from trouble. You can't be comfortable. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. And that's the curse of every man. Every man needs an element of fear that he may lose control. To keep the heart sacred, escape the matrix, he must be vulnerable.
Here we go.
Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Even though we say we want the best, what we need is so much less. 'Cause the best just ain't enough for our humanity. And every time we reach the top, our motivations all but stop. So we go right back to the source of our insanity. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. That's the curse of every man. That's the curse of every man.
So that's working.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It's working very well.
Yeah, what do you think, Lewis? That's the first time you've heard it kind of all put together with the backgrounds.
Vibing.
It's good, right?
Vibing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So
There's so much in just getting another tone.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the texture is wild. Plus, yeah.
Ugh.
Will has this. It's just this kind of like sunshine sound,
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. So okay, so Your Highness, Your Majesty,
What do you want?
Louis Cato the First. What should we do first? How about we do this? How about we use the background vocals to reset up your? Would you like to layer a couple more background parts? You said you would.
It's funny listening back. Like, it feels like there's a lot there already.
Yeah. Would you like to harmonize the chorus at the end where like the choir takes over? Would you like to harmonize that, or do you think it's going to work like this?
Meaning like the harmonize the
backgrounds.
the
Like
background.
this. Check it out. I mean, I'm not going to mention any names, but we thought it would sound a little kind of like that song by, that guy.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing, yeah.
As if it were a good idea.
Time tested.
What's funny is like that reference could have been to two songs by that guy.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
As if.
No, I am curious. I know. I'm curious to know what it would sound like with, and we don't even have to double it. I think if just one little shiny layer on top above,
On the no, wait, I'm still not clear. Are you talking about
on
on the
this.
ad lib track or on
Yeah.
the
No,
background
no, no, no,
track?
no, no. On these guys.
Happiness has left her footprints in the sand.
I think.
I mean, you're thinking something on the top of that? Because I was actually hearing something maybe doubling it an octave down.
Okay, let's try that first. Because I totally trust the way you hear things. So let's do that first.
Yeah, I just imagined like a vocal going up above it, like it could be a thing, like leaving space for that. And if we bring something else up there, are those other oohs in there at that point too? I don't remember.
Yes, they are. I'm put them there. I edited them so they're nice and laid back.
Nice.
So they feel like really greasy. But I think it would be great to have a little something, a little fortitude on the.
I get it.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a little spice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So last time
Spice.
we got spice. So when we tracked the background vocals, your microphone was on 6 because Luna remembers that.
All right.
So, but where's your you've been doing work for the Colbert Show since. So where's your vocal mic plugged in now?
Well, it should be in the one that was labeled SM7 because I borrowed it from the SM7 I was using more recently.
So would that be 3?
Kick, snare. Yeah, it might be 3.
Let's try that.
Let's see.
Nope. Could you trace the cable? I mean, I guess there's not that many inputs. Let's try 4.
It's gonna be
4 is looking good. Are you scratch?
Oh, yeah?
Can you scratch it? That's not it.
no.
5. Let me put some gains great for microphones. I'm a professional. People don't try this at home.
It was on 6.
It was on 6. Life is good.
Hey.
Okay, great.
Boom.
So cool. Let me make sure you're in the queue so you can hear yourself saying. You are in the queue. And let's make sure that
I got fans.
yeah, let's turn the fans off. Thank you.
Why don't you just let Lewis have his fans, man?
Yeah, I'm his biggest fan. But I lost a lot of weight, so it's okay. So we're gonna call this octave backs.
And I think what
One.
for the in terms of the unison chain, Fab, I think you
was
ended up sticking onto one track and then you kept on pulling them down into the other tracks.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but I don't remember because it was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Here.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna copy that and go here and
checking 1, 2, 3, 4.
So now, record enable the new one.
Yeah. I'm sorry, it's just TeamViewer slows the hell out of me. There you go. So what I'm doing is I'm basically took the settings that we had back then on that other track, and now to put it on this one. So now we are matching tone wise. And Lewis doesn't need 4 bars of pre-roll. Is not that kind of girl. And there you go. So I'm going to put this on the. Well, no, I got to put it in the middle because you're working with one ear. Let's make sure that we have tone, my friend. Check 1 2.
Oh, check 1 2. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand.
Oh yeah.
I'm not really a bass, but I can fake that note a little bit.
Can you come very, very close just for entertainment, just to see how it feels?
I can. I will move the mic.
Okay, great. And your Zoom mic is muted, right?
This is about 6 months. Yes, my Zoom mic is muted.
Can I? How about you get closer and look to the side a little? Get closer and don't look into the mic. Yeah.
Like that?
Like that.
So here's the mic, and I'm closer like that. How about that?
That's very nice.
Happiness has left her footprints in the sand.
I like that.
Happiness has left her footprints in the sand.
Yeah, I dig.
Yeah, I did.
Shall we try it? Shall we try it? All right. So I cannot do the command thing but I can do this. I can click old school.
Yeah.
First, you click the record button, and then you hit play.
That's the curse of every man. Happiness is like the footprints in the sand. Suffering to serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand.
I think
That's the curse of every man.
I think I'm hearing something of the shape of a hybrid of accomplishing what you were hearing.
Okay.
Maybe it's not an exact double.
Okay.
Maybe it's a part.
Yeah, I think it should be a part.
Yeah.
It's nice on happiness because it gives this presence, and I'm gonna be able to push it forward. So maybe it's like happiness, boom, 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 ba-da-da, 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 and just those two phrases.
Yeah,
those two words. I think that would work.
And that could be layered.
Exactly. We'll do it twice.
Yeah, I like that.
Could you get even closer?
Cool. I can. Are my monitors on? Nope.
Get
closer.
What? Getting too close for comfort, guys.
Apart from that, we're professionals. All right, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Rock.
That's the curse of every man. Happiness.
Wrong word.
Not the problem.
That's the curse of every man. Happiness is left to footprints in the sand.
Oh shit. Can I say that?
No, you didn't say it loud.
Sorry.
Here we go.
That's the curse of every man. Happiness is left to footprints in the sand. Suffering just a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man.
Yeah, okay. So can I ask you to do that again with a smile? Like, could you put a little brightness in it? You are saying happiness.
Yeah.
Okay, just those two things.
You know what? Let's just do just those two, and let's stack a couple of things on them.
Yeah. Here we go.
That's the curse of every man. Happiness. Suffering. Purpose that I'm yet to.
All right. So I was rude.
I want to part up just to.
Yeah, I know.
Just thinking, doing all the things.
Can you do the root one again, but with like a little brighter, happier smile in it, and then we'll stack after that. If that's
okay. I did that just because I prefer to stack from more comfortable.
Yeah, I'll just shut up and let you do what you're supposed to do. Yeah. Yep. You get it.
No. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Hold on 1 second. Up, poof, et voilà. So for those watching, I like to keep the tracks in order of the stack. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, you spend so much time trying to figure out, okay, is this the root? Is this the third? So that's what I did. What would you like to do next, boss?
I was just saying I I like to do, I guess, like start from in a more comfortable part in the range so that the foundation of the stack is strong like bull.
Are you going up or down?
I believe I'll be going down.
They've been going down. Here we go.
$10 to anyone who can trace all the accents in that hodgepodge.
That's the curse of every man. Happiness. Suffering. Purpose that I'm yet to.
That's awesome. Let's double this one and let's double the other one if you don't mind.
This one was a double, by the way. I heard
something weird. Hold on 1 second.
Happiness.
It was just me deciding what I wanted to do.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Great. So what do you want to do next, boss?
Now that I know what I want to do, let's just redo these real quick.
Okay. That's a fair thing.
There was a bit of a search in there, and now I can.
Searching. Here we go. I can get rid of this. This is irrelevant now.
Yeah. And he wants it a little lighter. I can do that thing a little
Yeah.
more dance. That's the curse of every man. Happiness. Suffering. Purpose that I'm yet to.
Cool. Double.
Smile on your face makes all the difference.
Uh-huh.
That's the curse of every man. Happiness. Suffering. Purpose that I'm yet to.
Cool. That's great. Next. What would you like?
Let's go below, and then that'll tell us if we need to go above as well.
Okay, great. Here we go. Come on.
That's the curse of every man. Happiness. Once again. Suffering.
Here we go. Oh, team viewer, come on, be good. Here we go.
That's the curse of every man. Happiness. Suffering. Purpose that I'm yet to.
I'm just gonna tuck that one in, but it's a really nice anchor. Can you do it again so that I can have more texture? 1 second. Here we go. Poof, puff.
Every man. Happiness.
Sorry, I was not fast enough. There you go. My apologies.
Heavy lift.
Here we go. Yes, that this mouse is a little heavy. Okay, here we go.
That's the curse of every man. Happiness. Suffering. Purpose that I'm yet to.
Do you want to redo that second one? Suffering?
I
the
actually
second
was
suffering.
thinking to redo the first one. The second suffering, you thought?
Yeah, well,
I thought
redo the
I
whole
thought
take then.
First happiness was a little weird.
Okay, here we go.
That's the curse of every man. Happiness. Suffering. Purpose that I'm yet to.
Cool. Is nice. All right, so cool. That's sold. And then let me get rid of this so we don't hear you talking before. Voila. All right, cool. What else did we have in mind? Let's see. I'm gonna lower these a little bit.
You mentioned the other day when we were talking. You mentioned the possibility of maybe doing a little McCartney double vibe on some
Yes,
somewhere
on
in some of the leads.
I would like to hear the chorus be doubled. So here's your first chorus, so you can memorize that.
You can't be comfortable. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering will serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. And that's the curse of every man. Every man.
Cool. Great. So let me
let me hear the word curse just real quick. Sorry, I was singing with it and I thought I remembered it. And that's the curse of every man. Good take. Yep.
Okay, cool. Let me create the track. So we can do that.
What's the idea behind doing just so you'll still have the main lead, but then is the idea to have a single double kind of?
This is a double, like yeah. This is like the classic for this sound. Like basically the idea behind the song, I want it to stay very personal, right? For me, in my opinion, it has to be very personal all the way through, and then Lewis and a bunch of his friends are reinforcing the point that, damn it, happiness, But until that moment, I want it to feel like this close. However, on the chorus, because it's not one of those like super enormous arranged chorus with a whole bunch of stuff, I think having a double would give it a more organic quality to it, kind of like a what John Lennon would do. Lennon and McCartney would like double each other, and you have that that really great sound. And we don't have Lennon or McCartney, but we have Lewis and Cato, so that should work out.
Yeah.
Question. I think I should.
You should be a little further away for the double. Yeah.
Well, that's such a good technique, right? For when you're doing doubles, is to not do the same distance for each one. Right?
Always change your distance so that you can always you never have the same phase relationships between the vocal and the microphone in the room. So either you move your microphone or you move you or whatever. Yeah. The thing that matters the most is that it's clean and it's not distorting. It doesn't have to sound perfect like if it were the lead vocal, because it's the double. A lot of sessions, I get a lot of sessions from producers, and I forgot to press record, enter. I get a lot of sessions from producers, and like basically the singer's there, he sings his lead, and then he sings his double, and then he doubles the double, then he sings the first harmony, doubles that, triples that, quadruples that. So everything that's wrong with this relationship, there's always a little resonance or something. Multiplied by 60.
Yeah. It
literally
gets out of control.
I'm working on a song right now. There are 60 tracks of vocals recorded exactly in the same place, way too close. And it's just silliness. Because I can't. There's only so much I can fix,
and that's a tough one to change after the fact. Like, you can add some you can do some tricks to try to add that dimension, but nothing replaces just a couple of inches different.
Yeah. The dimension is one thing, but removing a 4 dB peak at 120 hertz, so usually it's like in the 200 hertz on 60 tracks, it doesn't make it better. Like, it doesn't get you back to where it was if the singer had been a foot away from the microphone. It brings you to this weird thin space. It's a pain in the butt. So, but it is our pain in the butt. So we love it. My friend.
Yes.
We are done geeking out. It's time for some music.
It gave me just enough time to try to warm some kinks out of my chords.
Is that code word for something else? Kinks out of my chords.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I thought I subscribed to your channel. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
It's good. Nothing if it's no fun. All right.
Amen to that.
So you're in. Oh, I didn't make sure that you were ARM. So because we're using Luna, these guys, this is possible because we're using Luna, and there's no latency whatsoever in Luna on Lewis's machine. And so I can control the cue, I can control everything from here. And for those of you who missed the previous 1800 episodes, I'm listening, so I'm controlling the computer. It's only Luna, and I'm hearing the same thing you're hearing through Audio Movers, which is a plugin that lets you broadcast your mix bus. And that's how we're all able to hear what Lewis is doing. There's a slight delay, but nothing. The delay is due to the internet. And because Luna has no.
The important thing is that me recording has no delay. Yay.
Otherwise, it would be a very moderate amount of fun. So here, let's do one take to see if it's even a good idea. I don't know. Let's see.
Right.
Happiness has left a footprint in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. And that's the curse of every man.
It ran a little longer and I messed up a word, but I think
to me, it's a good idea. And I'd like to make I'd like to make a suggestion. Don't sing the last phrase. That's the curse of every man. So it's gonna have texture, and then it's gonna come back to just you. And I think that will work. All right. Is that enough pre-roll for you?
Yep.
Okay, let's do it again. It does exactly what I thought it would be. And I'm actually sort of kind of like thinking toying with the idea of asking you to do it twice and do a little like
Yeah.
stereo thing. Here we go.
Happiness has left a footprint in the sand.
One more time.
Words.
Happiness has left a footprint in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. And that's the curse of every man.
That feels really, really good. Let me create another track.
I really love how that it makes the arrangement. You notice the space and the contraction. It's so good.
Yeah, it's good. You ready, boss?
Yeah.
Happiness has left a footprint in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. And that's the curse of every man.
I really love it when it comes back solo. Since we are not copy pasting, by the way, for the nerds out there, my mouse has a scroll wheel. I'm using TeamViewer. When it's in my world, it's going up when I push down. When it's Lewis's world, it's going down when I push up. So if you want to train your brain, use TeamViewer. So let's see.
Do you? Is it only TeamViewer? Can you not change that in the settings? You want me to change that?
You know what? It's
Because
good for me.
I have a trackpad. So
Comfort is the killer. I don't want to be comfortable. True comfortable. I want this to be hard. I want to own it.
He loves the suffering, Lewis. He loves the suffering.
Yes. You know, I'm French.
There you go.
I cannot work in these conditions. I am going to call my consulate. All right. Okay, so here's your second chorus.
Happiness has left a footprint in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man.
sorry. I know I was.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think you can sing "That's the curse of every man." This one you can do because we're going to the bridge.
Right. There's a couple of stray background articulations in there.
Which
I know
we
I was
shall
supposed to be
fix.
listening to phrasing on the.
Do you want me to mute the backgrounds
But.
so you can focus?
I reckon. I feel like it's just there's like if you just mute the one that's like sticking out. Probably there's one that just kind of anticipates a little early on the phrasing.
Yeah, let me just mute
You
it
can
because
probably just eyeball. Yeah, if you just, but I don't want you to mute all of them because I feel like that's the vibe, and I don't want to like.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So I'll just mute. I think I know it's the low ones. I'm just gonna leave you a couple. And
yeah, just
it will sound.
eyeball it, just like the one that you know what I mean. That comes in early, like.
They all kind of do. But let me see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of the loose quality of it.
Can you maybe just turn them down a little bit?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
That I can do. It's actually there's a bus and all. Isn't that nice?
Nice. Oh, professional.
Yeah, I mean I'm shooting for a career, so I want to represent well in this in public. By myself, I would never make a bus.
Of course not.
Happiness has left a footprint in the sand. Suffering, serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand.
Does it feel better?
Yes.
Okay,
Less
great.
distracting. Awesome.
That was a very gentle no. Okay, you ready? Let's let's do that. Let's do that. Here we go.
Happiness has left a footprint in the sand.
The cursed line.
And here we go. Cursed.
Happiness has left your footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Even though.
Cool. That's great. One more time.
Yeah.
Happiness has left your footprints in the sand. Happiness has left your footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Even though we say we want the best.
Cool. And it creates this really nice solo space for the bridge. Bananas. And then we have the last chorus before you go into ad-libs. Cool?
Yeah.
It sounds like this.
That's the curse of every man.
Sorry. Here.
Humanity. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Happy.
So we're just gonna do da-da-da, and then stop there, I think.
Yeah.
Let me lower the stuff we just did because it's a little loud. Oh, too much. Hold on one second. Still not 100% good with that. Okay, let me just make sure it doesn't surprise you.
Happiness is never footprints in the sand. Suffering, just a purpose that I'm yet to understand.
All right, cool. So let's do the double. Here we go.
Go back one more marker.
Sorry.
There you go.
Thank you, boss. Here we go.
Humanity. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand.
I think I need to.
Yeah,
that phrasing. I was less choppy on this one. I forgot.
Yeah. Okay, one more time. You're right. So
Yeah.
Here we go.
Humanity. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's
Awesome. Let's do the triple. Here we go.
humanity. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Humanity. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to
you know what?
understand.
One more time. Sorry, I just forgot phrasing thing.
Here we go.
Humanity. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand.
One more time.
Humanity. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the
Very nice. Okay, cool. So we have everything we need in this respect. I am thinking that now would be a good time to try. Well, first let's band this and see how it would feel. Like this. Check it out. And a little softer. Like this.
happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Happiness to understand. That's the curse of every man.
It really launches it like you're in it, you know. I dig.
Yeah.
You cool with this, Lewis?
Yeah, I don't have. I'm trusting your ears on the stereo imaging because I'm just.
Yeah.
For
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. It's probably gonna change up the mix, but I really dig. I dig what he does for the song.
Yeah, I really dig like that low part being like kind of like the close sound of it, like just being like, you know, it feels like, you know, I have the visual of like, you know, the 10 like Monty Python guys like just like peeping into the corner like you know what I mean? You know.
That's great. Cool. So that's awesome. Let's can we replace that word?
Yeah, cages
instead of matrix. So let's see.
Was there were there some bridge lyrics as well that Will mentioned, or
Will offered an upgrade or a side grade to the to the bridge lyrics. I don't know that. I have to say that I forgot that part, and I did not look at them. But I'm going to look at them.
It was
now.
it was just he.
Switching to we.
Just exploring with it we, and I mean no.
And then you
from we to I.
And then you wanted to re-explore the way you sang the bridge. So you said, yeah, you said that. You said, I think I could do the bridge better.
I don't remember saying that.
What? I don't know.
This is the producer Jedi trick that you guys are all seeing happening live.
Oh, you know what? Suddenly, I do.
I think you can sing that bridge better.
I think I could sing that bridge better.
No, it's really great. You don't have to, but okay. Let's just as an alternate.
Yeah,
you know.
As a safety. Let's go one more take as a safe. That's my favorite line.
Yeah, or as Becca Stevens says, I love when Becca says that. Party take.
Party take.
It's a party take.
Yeah,
I love when she says that.
The fabled, legendary
party take. And when she says that, I'm like, oh, you really don't like what you've done. I see. All right, so it's party take means I really want to do it another 18 times, but we've been here for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
It's a party.
Party
Let's
time.
do a party take. Yeah. All right. So I made a comp plus OD, which is overdub, not overdose, people. And let's see that word and see if we can replace the word. Since Luna remembers the settings.
I was gonna say we've got everything is the same, right? We got the same microphone. It's gonna load up the same,
Yeah.
Mic
and then
pre-compressor.
Lewis has photographic memory, so he actually remembers where he was next to the mic, which I personally don't remember where I was about 18 seconds ago. But he does, so that's nice.
Well, the important thing though is, Lewis, are you as exhausted today as you were the day that we did all of these lead vocal tracks? Because I remember it was like what, 4 hours of sleep last time.
Dude, I outdid myself. Try no hours.
There we go.
I'm on 30 minutes.
Well, perfect. So we're gonna match the tone and then the energy.
So we're gonna match the tone, energy, all the
everything.
Yeah.
This subtle perseverance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta make sure
triumph.
You gotta make sure your singer sleeps roughly the same amount before overdub trial. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have your nemesis.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like we used the 1084 for that one.
Nice.
So that's great. Let me locate.
I fear that he may lose control. To keep the heart sacred, escape the matrix, he must be vulnerable.
So I'm thinking, can you do the whole phrase, the heart, and then we'll pick just what we need. Like do that whole phrase in case the whole phrase works. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Are we? I thought you were saying the bridge. This is.
No. Wait, let's replace cages first.
Oh, gotcha.
I have a feeling you were closer than this. because if I listen to this,
Fear that he may lose control.
and then can you sing that phrase again?
He may lose control.
Okay, so you were a little louder. Can you move like a
I can sing a little.
closer?
I can just sing a little louder.
Sing a little louder. Okay, great. Let's do that.
We were probably. I mean, at the point we took this take, we were. This is what we used a lot from like take 7 or something. So I was probably way in it.
Okay, so let's try this. Ready?
Let's pretend. Yeah.
I'm going to try and punch with the 1 second delay.
Let me actually, before you do that, let me just listen once again to that phrase.
Yeah.
Fear that he may lose control. To keep the heart sacred, escape the matrix, he must be vulnerable.
Honestly, escape the cages. It must. It's all we need. The rest is so gorgeous. But if you do it in the spirit, it'll sound more in the flow, and then I'll just cut that part.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out how to make that. It's. I'm sure it'll make more sense once I do it. But in my head, I'm having to shift my singability clause.
You know what the oldest trick in the book is? We do this, and then if the sound doesn't quite match, we just double it. And boom,
make it more of a moment. That's the ultimate cover up.
Yeah. If it can't be a mistake if you do it twice.
Voila. Yeah, as exemplified by some government officials. All right, so you ready?
That's true. Yeah.
Let's do that.
Fear that he may lose control. Keep the heart sacred, escape the cages, he must be vulnerable.
One more time?
Yeah.
Smidgen closer, please. Here we go.
Fear that he may lose control. To keep the heart sacred, escape the cages, he must be vulnerable.
I like that one. Let's see if I can drop it into the other one.
Escape the cages, he must be vulnerable.
And let's go back to the comp. And actually, let's duplicate that comp. And call it something original like comp 2.
Amazing.
I went to school for this, so I just know this shit.
To keep the heart sacred, escape the cages, he must be vulnerable.
Okay, I take a half dB down here, and we are in the business, maybe even a dB.
To keep the heart sacred, escape the cages, he must be vulnerable.
Wow.
So that happened. Shall we look at that bridge? You don't like it. He doesn't like it.
Yep, it's still bothering me. Maybe if I just lean into the uncomfortability of the word cages, maybe if I hit cages a little harder, it may convince me more.
You can bounce off it. Yeah. Are you in love with Matrix? Is that something that you would like to stick to? Hey, it's your song, dude.
I mean, I connect to it more, but also The Matrix is like one of my favorite movies, so I get the reference, like wanting to like come away from that too. But that's also part of the reason that I.
You know what? It's probably a pet peeve. It probably, sometimes when these decisions are made, they're based on personal taste, right? And so and it depends on how in sync you are with the times. I may be the only one in the universe that when that lyric came out, then it yanked me out of the song. It's possible that I'm the only one that would touch that way. And thus, I don't want to censor this word that you like and the way you sang it because of just me.
Is it still yanking you out of it?
Oh well, no, you get used to that shit. So if you don't catch it, or if you don't catch those things on early, then you get used to them, and then you let some things pass through, which could be exemplified when you listen to the top 50 on Spotify.
Yeah.
Ha,
Lots of things let through.
A lot of things get through, and then they become good, and then some of those you're like, oh, but then they're a thing. You know what I mean?
I wish Will was here. I'm gonna try
I
to call him.
guarantee you, Will. I'm pretty sure that Will would like.
Pretty sure he's strongly for cages.
Yeah, Will
He's
is a
strongly for
cages kind of
cages.
guy. Yeah, but you're singing this,
I'm
and
gonna
your
call him
name is on the
anyways. He's probably
marquee.
not gonna answer.
That's not. I don't know about that. He may
It's not that
answer.
late there.
My phone's off.
Oh, I don't know if you guys want the live chat is also weighing in on this.
Oh yeah.
discussion,
Let's
too.
do it. Let's
Oh
go.
yeah, let's
This
see
is
what
great.
the people say. This is awesome.
I forgot those people were watching. I
Hello,
got
people.
completely lost
I know.
into the
We
making.
were in the
It's
zone.
like-
We were
You're
in the
your own
zone.
two worlds. There's a
We
whole
were
audience
totally-
watching and witnessing everything you guys are saying here.
and so okay, hit it.
Yeah. So Rick Waters agrees with Fab. Andy agrees with Fab. William agrees with Fab. It puts you in the Matrix mindset.
I didn't say it loud. I did not say it loud. I just said it because I had to.
Mission says, "Let's get kids out of cages too." So some current events in the cages lyric.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, that's good.
You can't really
That's
escape
good.
the Matrix though, so it's Matrix doesn't really make sense because you can't get out of it. Cages is more.
Well, but
general
that's
than the
but that
Matrix. Mhm.
but to that point, that is kind of like what connects me to the Matrix line is because you kind of can't escape. That's kind of the point. Like you don't. If you escape, like you'd have nothing to like. You know what I mean? Kind of live for kind of vibe. You know, the whole point of the song is like this whole inherent struggle, like to break out of something is actually likely like the motor that keeps us going. You know, so that's that's kind of a part of it to me actually.
Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense. However, I just want to point out, not strongly, and I'm not going to say it too loud, but there's an overwhelming consensus that maybe.
Sorry, the live chat's just catching up now. So we got Matrix, cages, Matrix, changes, Matrix, cages, Matrix must be for the 21st century. Love Matrix, Matrix is narrow, cages is universal.
There's also that.
Yeah.
Also, Matrix is a hard word. X. But he sings it so well, so there's no point. So we have a draw. No, we have. It's a Matrix world.
I think it's if I had to evaluate, it's leaning more toward the Matrix.
Okay, and
I got Will. I got Will. It's leaning more towards Matrix.
Oh yeah, the live chat is leaning towards Matrix.
Yo, hey Will. What's up, dude? Thanks for answering. We're live right now. Say hi to the people.
Hey, what's up, Will?
Hi, Will.
They say, hey, what's up, Will? Hi, Will. Oh, they want me to unmute.
Oh, can you hear now?
Can you hear him now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you put him
I'm
closer to your
gonna take off my earpiece.
Can you put him
I'm
closer
gonna
to
mute-
your mic, Will? Or Lewis?
Oh, well, he has a mic. He has a mask.
Lewis,
worked-
can you put Will closer to your microphone so we can hear him?
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Here.
There we go. Now we can hear you, Will.
Hey everyone.
What's up, Will?
Aw. We're so advanced in some ways and so behind in others. It's beautiful. Hey, so we're talking about we're redoing the Cages Matrix line. So we did it as Cages, and it still sounded a little funny to me. And Fab is thinking like we're having a philosophical debate on the lining up with the meaning of the song of the word, and the people at home are weighing in, and it looks like from Ben's estimation it's breaking a little even, with Matrix maybe edging over just a bit. What are your thoughts? I just wanted to call you and get your perspective on it.
Yeah, I don't think it's the difference between being a hit song or not a hit song. They both have a similar meaning. One is a bit sharper, so it's going to stick out. But Cages is smoother, and it'll flow past into the next line more easily.
Right.
So it really depends on if you're looking to have a line that pokes out or a line that blends in.
Right, right. See, well, that's kind of the thing that's taking me out of it. Like, escape the matrix. Like that actually feels like it's smoother to me than hitting the kick of the cages. Escape the cage. But then I was like, well, maybe I should just try leaning more into cages. Like if I hit it heavier, then maybe that would sound less abrupt, just in the way, because we just did it, and I don't know. I feel, yeah.
We're edging towards Matrix.
Well, that's great. I think it's a word that isn't used enough in songs, so why
not? So classy. All right.
The most golden piece of advice there is that you don't perceive it as like a hit breaker.
No, it won't sell any more or any less records either way. It's just a matter of personal taste, and I think whatever feels comfortable to you, Lewis. Ultimately, you're the artist in this situation, and if it's a 50-50, I always think it's good to go with the artist in that respect. But
see, him and I, we think the same. Maybe we've made records together before.
Yeah, it's as if I've learned all of this from someone else.
All right, so Matrix it is.
All right, so yeah, and you know what? If you hate it next week, Cages is there too. But yeah, let's go with Matrix right now then.
Let's go with Matrix, and then we got
escape the haters. I don't know.
Oh, what did you say? Escape the haters?
Yes.
Don't do that. Don't do
that. I'm hanging on your every word, Will Knox.
We're gonna.
Your words are so good. Thanks,
we're gonna try to
get back to groceries. Good luck, guys.
Okay.
We'll catch up soon.
Ciao.
Ciao.
All right, that happened. So
yeah, see, we got it resolved. Mm-hmm. This is good.
You always win. Okay, so let's oops. Here we go. Let's try to bridge though.
Yeah.
If you still have the energy.
You know, my toenails are sweating. It is about 90 degrees in here with no windows.
Oh, that. All right. Well, you could do it in 2 takes. So.
Yeah, I'm down. I just had to express it.
Maybe the whole world needed to know.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I feel better now. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna make a new playlist so I don't make a mess. Can we mute Lewis's Zoom?
It is. I think Lewis.
Are you already on it? I can do it. Whoa! Will just texted me mazes. I like mazes.
You could do that with a comp, right? You can just comp together mages.
Yes. I'll use.
There's no Z syllable though.
Oh no.
I'll use my T2Z plugin.
Dude, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, that could.
All right.
I love that. What do you think? Let's try it real quick.
I'm
It'll
not
take
convinced,
1
but
second.
it'll take exactly about that long. Hold on. So let's do that. I'm going to duplicate that.
I don't need much. You can just get me in wherever.
Erica says it's amazing.
What's up, Erica? Virtual hug.
All right, here we go.
Yep. To keep the heart sacred, escape the mazes, you must be vulnerable. I blubbed the beginning, but it didn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Escape the mazes. We can listen.
How do you like that?
I kind of like it.
Okay, so let me do a comp 3.
Erica says, "Love you guys and hugs."
Same here.
I like mazes for actually he gets to both of those things. Like
he does
in terms of to keep the heart sacred, escape the cages. He must be.
I copied the wrong part because I'm a professional.
escape the maze.
Coming right up, no later than very soon. A little bit after that.
This is exciting.
Will it work?
To keep the heart sacred, escape the mazes. You must be vulnerable.
Lower 1 dB.
To keep the heart sacred, escape the mazes. You must be vulnerable.
As opposed to
To keep the heart sacred, escape the cages. You must be vulnerable.
or
To keep the heart sacred, escape the matrix. He must be vulnerable.
I'll take mazes over matrix.
I'll take mazes.
I'll take
So-
mazes for 500.
Trebek.
Okay.
Come on,
so,
Will Knox. Come on, Will Knox.
All right, new
Dude.
bridge, my friend, new bridge. So we are switching the point of view of the bridge. Do you have the lyrics in your head, and can you switch them in real time?
I have the lyrics in front of me right now.
All right, that helps.
Is Lewis, did you turn your speakers on, or we're hearing an echo from your side?
No, I didn't turn my speakers on. Oh, you know
No?
what? Oh, I forgot to put my ear back in. Hold on.
That'd do it.
All right, try this.
Much better.
Sorry,
thank you, boss.
my fault. I was just so Will could hear. Sorry, I forgot to put it back in.
All good.
That's what she said.
He was grocery shopping. These are tremendous times.
Right?
I mean, come on. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Any questions from the lovely people watching this real time?
There was so much love for mazes in the chat as well.
There you go.
Yes.
It's such a good not just a compromise, an
It's a
upgrade.
step up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
He
a step
probably
up,
was.
yeah.
He was probably inspired by the grocery store. All right. So how are we looking at those lyrics?
Even though I say I want the best or do my best, he says,
Let's just listen to what we had, just for a sec.
Yeah. Even though we say we want the best, what we need is so much less. 'Cause the best just ain't enough for our humanity. And every time we reach the top, our motivations all but stop. So we go right back to the source of our insanity.
Cool. So we would switch all that to I.
Yeah, he's a little varied here, but it's like, even though I say I want the best, what I get is so much less. 'Cause my utmost ain't enough to call humanity. And every time I reach the top, my motivation all but stops. And I go right back to the source of my insanity.
It works. It really brings you in. I dig it. Can we hear it in the context of the track?
Yeah.
Okay, here's a track ready for you. And the pre-roll will be from the chorus outro, okay? So it's gonna be 2 bars. And then
Cool.
boom. Here we go.
Even though I say I want the best, what I get is so much less. 'Cause my utmost ain't enough to call humanity. And every time I reach the top, my motivation all but stops. And I go right back to the source of my insanity. Happy.
I like what it does to the lyric. I think your performance was better on the other one, but I think that's a
For sure.
temporary situation. How did you feel singing it that way?
I also like what it does to the lyric,
Mhm.
in theory. I gotta find another way to sing it. because I think the way that I performed when it was bigger with the
Mhm.
Wii
Mhm.
is just I'm connecting to it in a different. I connect that doesn't. I don't think
It
I could
doesn't work
sing
for you.
this like that.
Do you want to sing that smaller?
Maybe
So then get
because
closer
yeah,
and let's
maybe that's
get cl-
the answer.
yeah, get closer, and then we'll just do a switch in spirit there. Try it.
Yeah.
That's the curse of every man. Even though I say I want my best, what I get is so much less. Cause my utmost ain't enough to call humanity. And every time I reach the top, my motivation all but stops. And I go right back to the source of my insanity. Happiness.
That works, but it works. But I think that if you use the if you could grow, especially humanity and insanity, I think need to be more stronger and more punctuated. I don't think you can be
Yeah.
so introverted at the end of those phrases because it doesn't hold.
Right. Yeah. I'm searching for that too. Yeah.
Okay, but the rest is cool.
Yeah.
And if you remember, we're gonna do that Bill Withers thing at the end there. I'm gonna do that Gatson pocket.
Right.
And so you need to hold it. Like at that moment, you need to swell back into the chorus. I think.
Okay.
You know that is the pickup to the chorus.
Well, I mean, in said example of Mr. Withers,
Mhm.
he is kind of ending that phrase there is kind of on a little bit on the downslope now. I want to spread the news. If it feels as good getting used, you just keep on using me until you use me up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there's a certain
it's a chill moment of like
yeah.
there's an intensity, but it's
that
like
is
not
true.
like it's not going up.
That's true, but there's a certain solidity like to the delivery. It's not as what you did right now is very fragile.
I get it. Yep. Let's try it. Let's try it.
Okay, so new playlist. Here we go.
That's the curse of every man. Even though I say I want the best, what I get is so much less. Cause my utmost ain't enough to call humanity. And every time I reach the top, my motivation all but stops. And I go right back to the source of my insanity. Happiness.
Dope. Do it again right away, please.
That's the curse of every man. Even though I say I want the best, what I get is so much less. Cause my utmost ain't enough to call humanity. And every time I reach the top, my motivation all but stops. And I go right back to the source of my insanity. Happiness.
I already dug that. I thought that was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to do a party take?
Yeah.
That's the curse of every man. Even though I say I want the best, what I get is so much less. Cause my utmost ain't enough to call humanity. And every time I reach the top, my motivation all but stops. And I go right back to the source of my insanity.
I think all that was fantastic. I think that Insanity is better in 28. Can I show you?
Yeah.
Let me show you. How did you feel about this?
I felt good. You know, I'm searching my way through. You know, I'm trying different things.
I
went
really
a little
like
more
the
kind of
raw
one direction at a time.
Yeah, I really like the when you come in, it feels great. Check it out.
Even though I say I want the best, what I get is so much less. Cause my utmost ain't enough to call humanity. And every time I reach the top, my motivation all but stops. And
I go right back to the source of my insanity. Happiness. You know what?
I'm happy. To,
I bet
I'm
I
happy
could.
to make a record with this. But yes.
I bet I could do that second half again,
All right.
or
let's
the
do that.
whole thing. But yeah, I like
It's
just
your
leaning
call.
into that approach. Let's do the whole thing.
All right. Okay, let's do the whole thing. So let me call this. Go. Here we go. Here we go. 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4.
Even though I say I want the best, what I get is so much less. 'Cause my utmost ain't enough to call humanity. And every time I reach the top, my motivation all but stops. And I go right back to the source of my insanity.
Ooh, I love the second part here. The whole second part is up.
You could take the second part from that and the first part
Yeah,
from the other one.
absolutely. Check it out. I'm hearing a boat engine in my headphones. You guys are not hearing a boat engine, right?
The
I heard
boat
it-
engine, like the
I heard something like a few minutes ago, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
assumed it was on yours, Fab.
I don't want to drown. Okay, here we go. Let's listen.
Even though I say I want the best, what I get is so much less. 'Cause my utmost ain't enough to call humanity. And every time I reach the top, my motivation all but stops. And I go right back to the source of my insanity. Happiness.
I really dig it, man.
I think it's
What
a
do you
bridge.
think? Okay, sold. Great. So let me copy that onto comp 3. We're gonna call it comp 4.
I like the contrast and approach. Like we
It works.
kind of took it a little more. Great reminder reference with the Bill Withers, because I kind of just took the approach of like, if I were the lucky son of Bill Withers in 2020.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's
I miss him, man.
It sounds so human. Like the thing I really love about this now is like it feels, there's the closeness and the presence, but also just like the vulnerability that you left in that take. That's what I'm really loving now.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I miss Bill.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I know you. I know I have it written down on my notes that you mentioned a bongo idea.
I did.
Let's do that while the microphone's up, because
Yeah.
as we said earlier, when you say bongo, I go. How's the temperature? Is it tropical enough? Because I see you starting to glow a little.
I feel myself starting to go a little.
Okay. So where did you hear that?
For sure, like choruses.
All right. So let me create a new track and go from there.
Mic wise, do you want to
I think we're gonna do one of those like, oh, there was
one
a
of
mic
those,
in the
like-
room. Yeah.
right.
So 1 second. 1 tiny second. Hit it. Wrong input. What did I do?
Phantom maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Nice and clean. Okay. Why not? So let's decide the distance while we listen to the track. So just so that I can know.
Hey,
what's up?
Ben, while Fab is doing this, could you just shoot me a link to this stream? I just remembered that there's a chance that my daughter may want to tune in.
Oh, nice.
All right. So can you play a smidgen, my friend? What if you move back a little bit? It's a little too woolly on the bottom. Oh wait, It's my fault. 1 second. Here, try that. Yeah.
Thanks, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me know when you're ready to just listen. Technology.
All good! Exclamation point. Here's the link. Happening right now! Exclamation point.
I love it when Louis talks to his phone. It's so Star Wars. It's great. You ready?
Yeah.
Can we just can we hear it just for so that the vibe of the tone is right? Let's check it out.
Yes. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering will serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Somewhere where I ended up.
Right. Okay. Let's do that again. The low. Can you turn to your right, so that more of the high end, the high bongo faces the mic, and less of the low bongo, because I hear a peak on the low bongo.
I could just.
Or you could also
the mic on
move.
the other side.
Yeah. What a concept. Is that that's the AKG, right?
Yep. Same mic.
Okay.
Can
I hear that?
Though.
No, this is fine.
Also,
Can
I
I hear?
have a pair of these. We could do a pair of them too if you want.
Nah, stereo bongos are for wusses. Okay, that's just cool. See, there's not that peak that's gonna be a problem, and I don't want to EQ this. I just want to leave it as is. Let's check it out. Here we go.
Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering will serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man.
Cool. That's great. What if you double the fill? The fill into the chorus.
The one just maybe I didn't in this take, but yeah.
None in this one. Can you do that?
Yep.
Cool.
Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering will serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man.
If I may, Mr. One Take, can I show you a spot? And
Yes.
There's one spot that I think that the bongo kind of is in the way. Check it out.
Will serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse.
Here, I think it would be better if you actually follow the stop time vibe you created elsewhere.
Understand. That's the curse of every man.
At least
Right. No, I know. I kind of did that on purpose because I kind of imagined it being like a smaller thing, like a more like a momentum kind of thing, as opposed to like the bigger instruments doing the stop.
Okay.
Like.
Cool. That's cool. If that's the vision, you should do that. That one moment it yanked me out of the song.
Let me try something else then.
All right, but everything else was off the charts, right? Really, really great.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. I think we can do both.
Can I call your management about a potential tambourine there?
Hey, yes, you can.
Okay, great. I'll let you know what they say. Here we go.
Comfortable. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering will serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man.
That really works for me. I'd like to take before better, but that one segment is better here. Are you comfortable with that?
I'm comfortable with taking the feel from the take before and applying
just inserting that one bar. Is that cool? Okay.
Well, let me just play it.
Yeah. Okay. Do it again.
Yeah. Comfortable. Actually, wait. Let me gonna turn my level up. Sorry. All right, go. Comfortable. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering will serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. And that's the curse of every man.
That's awesome too. The fill was better on 3, so I'm just going to copy it. I'm not going to tell you so that you don't ask me to replay it. And voila. Can we hold on one second? Check this out.
Jedi.
Yeah.
Because you know I was about to just be like, bro, I got
I'll do it again.
Bro. Happiness has left a foot.
That just makes that feel so special.
Nice.
But bananas. Okay, next course, because we don't copy paste in this family. Here we go. Let's decide what you're gonna do. What do you want to do for the? You want to keep going on the bridge?
I do.
Well, let's see what inspiration takes you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering will serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Even though I say I want the best, what I get is so much less. 'Cause my utmost ain't enough to call humanity. And every time I reach the top, my motivation all but stops. And I go right back to the source of my insanity. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. That's the curse of every man. That's the curse of every man.
Okay, awesome. Suggestion?
Yeah.
I think that on the bridge, if you stayed only on the high drum, it would create a certain tension and an odd, non-traditional Afro-Cuban vibe. It would keep it.
I'm with it.
Yeah, you know, and then the rest is
I'm
great.
with it, yeah.
It's nice when you get more animated here. That was great.
Curse of every man. Happiness.
Like at the seizure, at the
Right.
turnaround in between the two choruses, that was off the charts. I think this is lovely, but just keep I would keep the bridge, suspended in spirit. Also, maybe you want to use this segment right here just before the bridge, like the 2 bars or the bar before the bridge. Maybe you can be with the drums. Check it out.
Every man. Even though I say I want.
Just basically foreshadow that fill. You know.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I was gonna say I played that fill with.
I know you played the fill, but I was thinking
Let
maybe
me, like,
there's a
bring-
space
yeah.
there. Yeah, you can have a voice.
Right.
You know,
All right, cool. Yeah.
bongos at people too. All right. Here we go. That's awesome, man. That's a really nice color. And by the way, I just heard back from your management, and they said that really a tambourine would be no problem.
Oh, sweet.
Is that nice? It's relationships. It's all about relationships. Yeah, I know. Here we go.
Honorable. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering will serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Even though I say I want the best, what I get is so much less. 'Cause is my utmost standing up to call humanity. And every time I reach the top, my motivation all but stops, and I go right back to the source of my insanity. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. That's the curse of every man. That's the curse of every man.
I think that's awesome. How did you feel about that?
Yeah, I think it's cool.
It's great. It just has the right amount of human. This is great.
Yeah. That's the
This is-
vibe. Just bring a little humanity
Yeah.
to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I dig it. So let's
little bit
let
of
me
Track
let me comp that.
So while you guys were having fun making serious music, the best part is the way it looks on video right now, Lewis. It looks like I'm
Yeah.
playing the bongos because we just see your arms and the bongos, but I'm right on top. We're literally equal.
That's funny.
Oh, dude, somebody's got to share a screenshot of that. with
Yeah,
me.
Matt texted it to me while we were doing that take, and
Okay.
it's
Oh, what's up, Matt?
oh man,
So-
it was really good.
So this was awesome. So I'm gonna duplicate this. If you could locate before you melt, locate a tambourine that you dig.
Oh yeah. You
Um,
thought tambourine more than shaker?
Yeah, shaker is a little kind of like it's a little. Shakers are like a cope out to me. Ow! This one ow! I feel that.
Oh God, sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. I feel you. Let me lower this. It's my fault. And like maybe like far away.
Uh-huh.
Like if you were to do it in the back of the room or something. Or turn the microphone to the left or to the right.
Golly, to the left is so early 2000s Beyonce.
To the left. But I really hope people are noticing, like, one of the biggest things that you're changing here, Fab, is like you're not really caring too much about the microphone or it's more about the placement and distance and just kind of adding some dimension physically.
Yeah.
Does so much, right?
Yeah, there's nothing that sounds more like a microphone than another microphone.
Yeah.
Overall, like this is a medium diaphragm condenser, and it's fine. It sounds great. All these microphones are good. The preamp is the key. The unison stuff, being able to like make this stuff sound not peaky. To me, that's I mean, I'm not gonna agonize for an hour over a tambourine or a bongo microphone. No. Does it sound like a bongo? Yeah. Does it sound like a bongo? Yeah. All right, let's go.
Yep.
I'm sure my good friend Al Schmidt would freak out, but I don't think I'm gonna have to EQ any of this. It's just gonna sound great. I mean, obviously we have the the delay, the zoom compression and all that crap, but overall I think we're gonna be okay. So my friend, I think let's see what happens if you do that subdivision on the chorus, right? That'd be fun.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Hands from trouble, you can't be comfortable. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. And that's the curse of every man. Every man needs.
I don't know.
I have a thought to try.
Hit it. Can we try that? Can we hear? Aha. Wow, that's a sharp tambourine. All right, let's try again. Here we go.
Hands
from trouble. You can't be comfortable. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand.
Yeah.
Suffering will serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man.
Yeah, that's a world of difference. I was wondering, would it make yeah, but what if you added the accents here? So you kept exactly what you did and then
will serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man.
just four accents at the end, just to create a progression.
Yeah.
Just to see. Maybe a bad idea. But what we have to take before, so that's your party take for chorus one. Here we go.
Hands from trouble, you can't be comfortable. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering will serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Hands from trouble.
I like. Can you stand it?
I can. I think I can.
Okay, great. Okay, cool. So let's do the next chorus and bridge.
Vulnerable.
Yes.
What if we dug into the concept a little more?
Shoot.
Oh, you like me to unmute?
No. I hear you. We hear you.
I can't hear him.
Ah.
Hey,
There we go.
sorry.
All right.
Maybe I can speak louder as well.
Yep, that works too.
I was saying maybe if we lean into the concept a little bit more. Let me just try another part instead of just like backbeats on the last bar.
Okay, you got it.
2 bars.
Here we go. Mute yourself.
I got him.
Thank you. Here we go.
Hands from trouble, you can't be comfortable. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering will serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man.
He feels some kind of way about it. He's not loving it. Also, at that exact moment, I think someone came in the door upstairs and it went boom.
That's okay. It's extra flavor.
Probably.
I'm not so
Anyways.
I'm not digging that too much. I think that either the straight through is cool, it's great, or that
I'm not digging it as much either. Let's keep the ones that you did and keep going.
okay. So second chorus?
Yeah.
Here we go. Did you want to play something on the verse? I didn't want to censor you.
I had the thought of putting a couple of beat twos in to have or to hold or delete later.
Let's see.
That's the curse of every man. Every man needs an element of fear that he may lose control. To keep the heart sacred, escape the mazes, he must be vulnerable. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering will serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Even though I say I want the best, what I get is so much less. 'Cause my utmost ain't enough to call humanity. And every time I reach the top, my motivation all but stops.
I go right back to the source of my insanity. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. That's the curse of every man. That's the curse of every man.
That, my friend, is good music right there.
Mm-hmm.
I really dig it, man.
It accents it in such a cool way too, like just getting a little extra shimmer to some of the backbeat stuff.
Yeah, it's really cute. I
Mhm.
really dig it. Are you comfortable with this take?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. Okay. Turn your fans back on so you can breathe.
I'm coming, fans. Thank you.
All right. And then, do we have a little more time? Are people still around?
Yeah.
Are we good?
People
Okay,
are still
great.
they check it. They're loving. Got a question, about the preamps. Do you ever stack a preamp on top of a preamp, Fab?
You mean like use the EQ section, like do 2 mic pre's in a row for that much gain?
Yeah.
I don't think I have had that much time in a situation where I have to make music.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, let's discuss this. I think that's a very interesting question. What's the end goal? You know, for me, the end goal is that the music works. Okay, so if we're doing a tambourine, is the tambourine sound important enough or crucial enough to the final emotion of the listener that I'm going to spend time stacking 2 preamps? Probably not. If I'm doing a weird synth sound that has to have a lot of personality, and I'm trying to get sound design and come up with cool shit, maybe I would try that. It never come to mind, so now I'm going to have to try it. Not now, but I will try it. So instead of doing 60 dBs a gain with 1 pre, you do 30 dBs a gain with 1 pre and 30 dBs a gain with another pre.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of noise generated by that is probably staggering.
Yeah.
Because it really depends what it is. I don't.
Because like if you were trying to like maybe mix and match like the characteristics, right? Like if you did like an API into a Neve or API and Helios, doing like 2 contrasting preamp vibes.
Right, and I get that idea, but the thing is, I think a lot of that is lost in the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, and it's just me. I'm sure if you ask Vance Powell, he'll tell you, hell yeah, I do that all the time. So it's really it's not a yes or no thing.
Yeah.
In my process, what I care about is that for Louis not to wait, or whomever I work with not to wait, and for everything to just flow, and for us to spend the most amount of time on the music and the least amount of time on the gear.
Yeah.
And so unless, say for example, for one session, somebody tried, I was in a session with the person who came up with this and say, I want to try to stack 2, a Neve and an API. I'm like, oh, that sounds fun. Let's do it. And then he came out amazing, and then it became a thing.
Yeah.
Then maybe I would do that. But since I haven't done a session with that person yet, I have never done it. This is not in my bag of tones that I have in my head. I know that if I want the tambourine to sound like that, you saw we did the first take, and we were both like, because it was the wrong instrument, right? I had the Helios on there because it was left on there from a different take from a different instrument. I liked the tone of it. It sounded round, but the instrument was wrong.
Yeah.
Instead of changing the preamp, we change the instrument. To me, that's more logical. If with the right instrument, something still felt off, then maybe I would change the preamp.
Yeah.
But in the end, the only thing that I really care about, and it's kind of like not necessarily constructive since we're here, showing off gear. But for me, what really matters is is the instrument and the music, and then the rest is a way to get it there. Let's not forget that preamps were designed to make stuff louder. That's it. They were not designed to agonize over, you know. And then different dudes had different how would you say, visions on the technology used to make it louder, which imparted a different tone.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that at one point the whole industry got rid of tube gear because it was a pain, and solid state was so much better.
Yep.
Right. So let's not forget those details. It's like at one point tape was like, oh, digital's here, thank you. You know what I mean? So it's really a question of there's no absolute there, you know. But now I'm gonna have to try it. My gut feeling, based on experience and the fact that I really try and keep a really cool head about this stuff, is that yes, it will sound different. Is it gonna sound better? I don't know. Will you remember what it did when you listen to the song on Spotify a year from now? Absolutely not. That's that's my feeling. Mr. Cato.
Yeah.
What let's do some, we had some keys ideas. Do you have
I saw you doing this thing, and like it sounded like you were
that's international saying for this is cool, this is get me the check, and this is let's do some keys.
Yeah. It looked like you were hearing somewhat of a doubling of those background parts with a keyboard layer.
Either that, or I had also this idea of the guitar stabs at the beginning to have a digital texture behind them, and then. But whatever. Let's do. How about we start?
That intro that could be cool. Like pink.
Yeah. So I'm going to call this Synth 1. I learned that in the same class as I learned the other one. We're going to use a shape. It's loading right now.
Can you unrecord and enable that tambourine?
It's coming right up. Yep.
Perfect.
So, and now do we have Louis through Zoom?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So it's not as easy to manage from here. So maybe, you know, since you're not, why don't you take over a little bit, Louis?
Yeah.
Drive your own car for a little bit.
Because so for those of you watching, Shape and who just saw some light and came in, I forgot to put the track. Now you should have no latency.
Hey, I was just about to say.
So when you use Luna, and you have to make sure that you put your synth track for soft synths in ARM mode, so that you have advanced real-time monitoring and no latency. And this, by the way, works on all AU plugins, meaning that if you used Arturia, if you use whatever, you know, the XLN stuff, like the new XO by XLN is off the charts, you can work in Luna, even if the session is, well, right now it's a small session, but it doesn't matter what the size of the session is, you're in real time, even with third-party soft synths and virtual instruments, which is amazing. Right now we're using Shape, which is the one that comes free. It's free, right? It comes free with Luna. Yeah, it's great. All right, my friend, find a sound that inspires you.
Yes. You know, we went over here, and there was one that I was looking through the other day that
So and Shape is a band for people to know. I don't know who's watching. Are they Luna aficionados? Are they just Louis Cato fans?
It's a good mixture of both.
Okay, so it's kind of like Shape is a modern version of what that sounds like an Oberheim. Is the modern version of what Roland used to do back in the day, and maybe like what a motif would be. Yeah, it's like it's a sample player. It's like they used to call ROM players, So you have a lot of sounds that are, a lot of them are imitations of existing sounds, and some of them are creative sounds. There's a lot of drums too. It's cool. And there's an expansion. Is the expansion also
Free?
included with Luna?
It sure is. Yep, you just gotta download it separately, but it's also included for free.
Great. Aha. Yeah. Hey, could we? Yeah. Great.
You want to I typically in these presets when they have their own reverbs, I mute them and use our own.
Sounds great.
Yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah.
I just noticed that this.
It's a little long. Oh, actually, how about you make it?
I turned off the hall here.
Okay. So that's probably.
Well, there's one inside. I can see it inside the patch. So you see underneath oblong pad inside a shape. There's those 4 little lines. If you click in that area of the plugin, it'll pull up the patch editor, and then here you can pull down that reverb send specifically. Nice. Because some patches have got effects that are almost like an insert on that patch. So yeah, now it should go fully dry.
I was like, nice.
I like how that sounds wrong. I love it. Can we hear that? That's exciting. Oh yeah. You know what? I have an idea. I have those sometimes. Where is it? Here. Where is it? MXR.
I know what you're doing.
I know what you did last summer. Okay. Hit it. Ooh. It's nice, right?
It's nice.
Oh, I like that. Can we try it just in context, just for entertainment?
Yeah.
So, shall I put you on the intro?
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm happy to do them section by section because.
Yeah.
Oh wait, one more time.
Sorry, click. I'll give you the click.
I can get in.
Okay.
Wait, there's the first click. I thought there was there's a click on the top.
Let me give you a click.
No, there's a cross stick on beat 4, no? Did we take that out?
I didn't take anything out. I wouldn't do that without consulting your management. Hold on.
Well, in that case, then yeah, you got to give me the click, I guess. Then.
Yeah.
Sorry. I thought I recorded a beat 4.
Sorry.
Thought I had a beat 4.
Here we go.
Oh, I love you too.
Oof. Woo!
Every man needs a nemesis, a desert that he cannot cross.
It's fun.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
I like it, and I'm thinking that. Hold on. Let's see. What do we have here? Try this.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Without it, it sounds like this. And then with it. Woo! Yeah, man.
Every man.
You don't want that attack a little bit? You don't want to bring back the attack a little bit? I mean, bring the attack a little faster?
Absolutely. You mean, yeah, like this. Oof. That really works.
Every man needs
I wonder
the
if I should play
nemesis.
it differently now that that's the sound. Like, just,
Yeah.
maybe I should get off a little bit.
How dynamic? Yeah. How dynamic is it? Yeah. That's dope, man. Yeah. Do it again.
Yeah, it's a little dynamic. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. So here's the click.
Yeah.
Let's do it again. And maybe.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe it would work on the verses. So it goes.
I feel like that.
Just. Quant,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Maybe yeah.
and
Maybe
let the guitar do the answers. So it goes. Quant,
Yeah.
just the. But for the intro, what you just did.
Yeah.
Also in the second verse there. That's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Switch octaves for that. Yeah.
Oof.
Every man needs a nemesis, a desert that he cannot cross. To keep the soul in wonder, the belly must have hunger. He needs the vultures. And every man needs an Everest, a mountain that he cannot climb. To keep the head humble, the hands from trouble. You can't be comfortable.
Is this her tambo?
I will fix it.
Oh, sorry.
I will fix it. Okay. Can I punch in the end of the
Yeah.
second verse? So I'll start on the second verse somewhere, and then top second verse,
Yep.
then I'll punch you in.
Every man needs an Everest, a mountain that he cannot climb. To keep the head humble, the hands from trouble. You can't be comfortable.
I wonder if that last one should be either long or not there.
Long, and then how does it sound if you double this? Let me see. That's it. I love that sound. No, that sounds a little too what was his name? That's a little too Bobby Brown. It's a little too Bobby Brown. I don't think we have the license for that. Yeah, no. So let's. But I like your idea. I like your idea of making. Too bad. I want to make it. I think your idea of making it long. I would like to hear that. Check it out. The last note.
Head humble, the hands from trouble. You can't be comfortable.
Oh, yeah, like play it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oof.
You
think that voicing?
Trouble. You can't be comfortable. Happiness.
And then we're gonna automate a filter on that. It's gonna be just borderline orgasmic. Hold on. So 1 second. I just, because you're focused on the playing, let's just listen to it once to make sure you're cool with it.
Every man needs a nemesis, a desert that he cannot cross. To keep the soul in wonder, the belly must have hunger. He needs the vultures. And every man needs an Everest, a mountain that he cannot climb. To keep the head
it humble. The hands from trouble. You can't be comfortable. Happiness has left.
It is a juicy sound.
It's too loud, but
Yeah.
what would you think if here we had a little first taste of that long long thing?
And wonder. The belly must have hunger.
Yeah.
It needs the vultures.
There. You know?
I think maybe like a lower voicing.
Okay.
Oh, it
Cool.
cuts off.
Uh,
Oh, now it stays.
I was gonna say, so if I notice, yeah, you're toggling between mini merge and
yeah. I was. Oof. That sound is so good on the bridge. Oh my goodness. Oof. Yeah. So basically, right now I'm using this as a tape machine. 1986, baby.
Yeah.
So just that one chord, yeah.
Maybe the two. Maybe that.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
that,
okay.
Those two bars.
That's fine.
And then it's back in. You know what I mean?
Here we go.
Keep the soul in wonder. The belly must have hunger.
Wait, it only heard one voice. I was playing.
Wait.
notes
I'm
and it
in
only
the wrong
played one.
place. That's because I didn't punch you in.
Okay.
We're talking about these two bars here. I'm just making sure.
The belly must have
No.
hunger. He needs the vultures.
Oh, I thought you were no.
And every
I thought you were talking about the two bars before that. To keep the
Oh. All right, yeah. All right. I'm down. Here we go.
every man needs a nemesis, a desert that he cannot cross. To keep the soul in wonder, the belly must have hunger. He needs the vultures.
No, I think.
Okay, I'm with it.
It takes away from the lyric to me, but I was.
Yep.
This may be a bad idea, but I was just talking about this turnaround here.
The belly must have hunger. He needs the vultures. And every man.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Just that one chord. Okay.
The belly must have hunger. He needs the vultures. And every man.
I didn't hear it.
That's weird.
I was playing. I can see it, but I couldn't hear it.
Yeah, play again. Okay. One more time. Fluke.
The belly must have hunger. He needs the vultures. And every man needs.
I think we have a team viewer issue.
I think it might be a lag. Yeah, it might be a lag thing.
It's because
Why would team viewer be affecting the MIDI?
Because I'm literally punching in a second and a half before what I hear and then what I see you know. So why don't I just set it up
hit
like
record
this?
before and then we'll drag it over, no?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Here. 1 second. So Ben, you taught me this and I promptly forgot it. If I want to plug in this one chord, because I don't tend to use automated anything, I do this and then I use the pre-roll.
Yep.
Here.
Yep. Well, you can just option click anywhere and it'll set the pre-roll to where you clicked.
That's it. And now I'm just going to hit record. It's going to record just this
automatically
one
punch in
segment.
there. Yep.
Yeah. And can you do the downbeat too, Louis, my friend?
There shouldn't be anything on the downbeat. What do you mean? I mean the next
On the ender, yeah.
Oh, I got you.
Here we go.
And wonder, the belly must have hunger. He needs the vultures. Every man.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah. And then with the filter, I mean, it's going to. It's going to be bananas. But I'm probably going to use the Moog filter thing. All right.
Nice.
Let's do the second. The third verse. Unless you hear a part on the chorus, but I think the chorus stores by itself. Check it out.
Humble.
The free roll is on now.
Yep.
Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering will serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man.
So can we announce here what's going to happen on the 18th, Ben? Is that official?
Yeah.
So I know what everybody is thinking at home. They're like, oh, but it's just like when the chorus comes in, it's not as full, it doesn't have much texture and everything, but there's something you don't know. Our good friends at Spitfire Audio have a really lovely arranger on staff, and he's going to take this session after today, and he's going to write an arrangement on it for the Spitfire plugins, strings, and horns, which is why we are not putting a synth on that chorus.
Leaving some space for
Yeah.
some orchestral and the cool thing too is we're going to be able to show how it's not just going to make, we don't want to just turn this into a symphony track, right? Like,
no,
the goal is to keep it in the vibe of this, but show how especially the Spitfire stuff can make some excellent sounding string and horn arrangements.
We told Oliver, the arranger, as close to Philly soul as possible. Late 70s Philly soul would be a great addition to this texture. And the reason why I think the synth work is because it creates a cognitive dissonance. That kind of synth was not on those kinds of tracks, not played that way.
Totally.
And so it creates a thing, oh, this is a modern track, and all the sounds are like the vocal is super modern recorded. Nobody recorded that close, but there's a vintage vibe, but there's also kind of a cool, like synth texture on it. I think the combo of all works.
Yeah.
So, Louis, care to play the rest of the song?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Where are we
That's
at?
the curse of every man.
We'll be at the outro of the first chorus.
Cool.
Or do you want me to copy paste it? Right? You usually want to play it, so I didn't even.
Dude, you can copy and paste this. This is just keys.
Oh wow!
You got that, right?
Wow. Oh
You
wow!
got that, right?
Yeah, we got that.
Wow!
All the keyboard
Burn.
players in the
Musicians-
world just heard that.
Musician's joke.
Serious burn. It's not like if it was guitars or something.
No.
Yeah, it's not like it's something important.
Actually, no. Can you play it?
Yeah.
I don't want
Again.
to. I don't want to copy paste. Yeah, but that's your punishment. Here we go.
That's the curse of every man. Every man needs an element, a fear that he may lose control.
I'll get to the next one.
To keep the heart sacred, escape the mazes, he must be vulnerable. Happiness has left a footprint.
I love that little passing chord here.
He must be vulnerable.
Classy. Can you do another take?
Yeah.
Great. Here we go.
And that's the curse of every man. Every man needs an element, a fear that he may lose control. To keep the heart sacred, escape the mazes, he must be vulnerable. Happiness has left a foot.
Bananas. let's see how you feel on that bridge. Where is it? Hi. Do you feel like, let's listen to see if it works on the bridge. Yeah.
That's the curse of every man. Even though I say I want the best, what I get is so much less. 'Cause my utmost ain't enough to call humanity. And every time I reach the top, my motivation all but stops. And I go right back to the source of my insanity.
I heard a part like that just with a completely different sound.
Okay.
Like
So
more like a warmer, warmer, or like a warmer sub synthy fluty lead thingy.
Okay.
That maybe we can find.
Okay. Could you try just so we know if the a plain pad chord would work? Just try it once so we hear.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Let's see. I kept this in case you wanted to refer to it. Like in the lower, like not too thick, but just so to see if it works.
Even though I say I want the best, what I get is so much
listening.
less.
Go ahead.
'Cause my utmost ain't enough to call humanity. And every time I reach the top, my motivation all but stops. And I go right back to the source of my insanity.
That's gonna be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a cool hook.
All right, humor me here. Let me do one line at a time because I'm just gonna get the voice leading of it, and then I'll figure out how maybe.
You want to do one at a time? You want to do one voice at a time?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
You sure? You sure this is the sound, by the way?
No.
Okay. Me neither.
I just my original intention is for you to play a simple pad just to hear if that texture would work. But what you're doing is much more interesting. So let's do that instead.
Okay. Yeah.
And would you like to find a different sound?
I would.
Okay, let's do that.
It might not be too far from this, but it's not this. At least from what I'm hearing.
All right, let me create a new track and call it something.
Yeah.
Bridge pad thing.
Because we're technical here.
Well, yeah. I mean, and professionals.
Yes.
We are technical professionals, the worst kind. Here we go. All right. Is this working for you? I gotta give you. Wait. Yeah. Hold on.
There's no delay there.
Good. And put in the queue. All right. So hey, find your sound, my friend. Here you go.
Let's come on down to pads.
Come on down to Pad Town.
Where all these strings come from? I didn't have those in there before.
Hey, can you hear the Mellotron string just for entertainment? It's in,
that's one of my favorites.
It's an absolute favorite. I mean, all the Mellotron sounds, but yeah, especially that one.
Yeah.
Mellotron violin 2. I asked the violin 2. Try it. It's in the middle.
Where do you see it?
Middle, right there, right below.
Oh yeah.
I
could
think
also click on it.
There's an ensemble one somewhere too.
Okay. How low does it go? So
it bottoms out at G. Bottoms out at G. But
okay, no problem. That was just a bad idea. Next bad idea.
No.
Okay. Follow your idea. Don't compromise.
No.
Don't patronize. Don't compromise. I'm looking for you.
Yeah, where's the pad? There was a pad sub. Oh, this is poly. All right, yeah,
it's
above that, I think.
Yeah, right above poly.
All right, let's just Old school.
I don't know. Go for it.
I got you. Yeah.
It's nice to be able to work like this. I like it.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of nice.
Usually when we're in the same room, if I want to touch the thing, I got to kick you out. Ooh, that's cool.
Oh, you like that?
No, the one
that could be-
before. The one before.
I mean, it's a little more of a percussive thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this gets so much personality that
Some part like that could be the thing that just goes with the bass drum.
I really dig this.
Softness is really cool.
Yeah.
It needs a little processing, but I really dig it. Could we hear it in context?
Yeah.
Here we go. To see the thing, here's my caveat.
This is also this is not at all what I was hearing, but when you
well,
said
let's
that
just
sound,
print this.
No, let's follow this. But I'm just saying when you said you keyed in, if you heard something in this sound, that was like the first part that I
The thing is, this has so much personality that for it to show up on the bridge in something that is so intimate, it may yank us out. But I'd love to hear it.
Even though I say I want the best, what I get is so much less. Is my
What's
one more time.
What's the name of the artist that you sent me last night?
Arlo Parks.
There's something there in this spirit,
Yeah.
Portishead.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is making me reconsider the meaning of life for now. The life of the song. Here we go.
Even though I say I want the best, what I get is so much less. Is my utmost ain't enough to call humanity. And every time I reach the top, my motivation all but stops. And I go right back to the source of my insanity. Happiness.
My friend, this has vibe for days.
So cool.
It's a vibe.
Yeah. And so then it begs the question, what could you have a similar part on the chorus?
It's a different rhythm scheme.
I know, but this in that range, in that amount of presence, I don't care if it's the same pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this would come in on the choruses and go away on the verses. Can we check this out? And then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Oof. What if you do gang, 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 gang? Nothing. Gang, 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 just that. And hold on, play again.
What if we did something like that?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like
Yeah.
It hangs over a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
It's kind of. I mean, it's like
that's great. The three chords
borrowing from the background part.
Yeah, that's great.
Maybe or.
I like. Okay, can we try that?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Honorable. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Even though I say I want the best.
Doesn't work.
Yeah.
It felt good out of context, right? Like in between the take, you're like, yeah, this is gonna work great, and then you hear it in there, and you're like,
But on the
so much.
bridge, it's really wonderful.
Even though I say I want the best, what I get is so much less. Cause my utmost ain't enough to call humanity. And every time I reach the top, my motivation all but stops. And I go right back to the source of my insanity. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that.
Could you try just on this chorus? You try the exact same pocket, like count, that bass drum pocket you do with this sound, and keep the chords as simple as possible.
Yeah.
In the same spirit as this.
I want the best. What I get is so.
I think it's gonna work. Where's the MIDI? I know the chromatic is a problem, but
I'm hearing it. I'm figuring it out.
okay. Yeah. Yeah, man. I think that's gonna work. Ready when you let me know when you're ready. Just for a take to see if it
Let's try it.
Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand.
Once again, let's try one note less.
Yeah, could you do that? Yeah, can you not hit that? Can you stay away from that? Stay more agnostic color wise. Can you do less of the outlining of the melody? Just maybe not be so chromatic, because that's what is actually jarring. But because the rest works, I think.
What if we did like?
Yes, the pedal. Yes.
It's just a little bit of the thing when it goes to the four minor that it's like the 9 of it.
Yeah.
So
that's great.
That's what I'm wondering if I should go down like a.
I love this. Yes.
That's cool.
Sold. Here we go. A 1, a 2.
Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. That's the curse of every man. That's the curse of every man.
Okay. It's the pocket is great. The color is good. I think if we could, how do you call it, Gourmet? Erase, like gently erase any salient points. So it's like just this. Even if we could have just that, dun, 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 and then just a little guy tone without too much of the chromaticism.
I'm with it.
I think he will. Try it. How about you do just da 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 do da, not twice. Da 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 do da.
That seems like a little weird, like just because that.
Yeah, on
its
own, on its own, of course, but maybe
only like the photo, like just being quick there. Like if it's not a part, then it's you know what I mean. Like it's either gotta like go with the chord or like be a part.
Yeah, no, you're 100% correct. Is there another note in that harmony that you could make a constant that could sail through mostly through these changes? What's this? Oh, my piano's gone. I don't have perfect pitch, my friend.
No, well that's the B, and that's the chords are like C major 7, B7 over F sharp. So like and then E minor, the B still works.
And what if you
A7?
What if you alternated between E and E flat? I mean E and D sharp. So you keep the B on top, and then you have B E, and then B C D. To follow the harmony the way you want it. Just make it a duotone thing. Can we try that? Is everybody okay? Is everybody watching okay? Because this is like, this is this is what sessions are like. It's a rabbit hole. This is why we don't have, that's why girlfriends and wives complain.
Yeah, I mean, judging by the comment, people are saying this is amazing to see how you guys work, and just the vibe of this is exactly what we never get to see.
I just realized you can't see my hands. Is that distracting anyone?
It's more magical.
Yeah, right, cool. It seems
I have
like
a MIDI controller here. It's on my lap.
I really dug what I just heard. Right, this warm.
Maybe that ascending line. I kind of did a hybrid.
Yeah. Can we hear? Yes, that's dope. Can we hear that in context, please? Por favor.
And yeah.
I think that's gonna work. I hope that's gonna work.
Right back to the source of my insanity. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. That's the curse of every man. That's the curse of every man.
You try it again. I'm just trying to find where it's supposed to go.
That stuff is the climb. That's the part. It's the shit. It's really good. It puts you right in the right mood right away. The one thing that's missing is the energy here.
To understand. Dun, 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 that's the curse of every man. Happiness.
Right. It's got to keep going there. And then ici, la même chose.
I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man.
Tension.
Yeah.
So dope.
Yeah, let me try it again.
But the part you find, the climb, like literally, if you want, I can just punch you in because those parts were great. But I know you're gonna want to play it again.
Yeah, maybe just keep them.
Even though it's just keyboards.
It's just MIDI data.
It's just keyboards, but you may want to try it again.
Me own stab against me.
Oh, I love it. That's the part. It's great, man.
Nice.
Just that we can't lose the tension in those.
I wasn't sure what to do, so I just stopped.
It's dope. It's really dope. Here we go. Here we go.
Right back to the source of my insanity. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand.
Oh yeah.
Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man.
I mean, that just changed the record. I think that put the record into its own league. And so thus I'm going to respectfully ask you to do it again.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's great. So this
Nice.
just opened the door for some highly reprehensible stuff. But first,
Hey.
another take. This is great. This
Yeah,
feels
yeah,
just
yeah.
right. Here we go.
Right back to the source of my insanity. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to
Once again, just right
right back to
The
the
sensitivity.
source of my insanity. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. That's the curse of every man. That's the curse of every man.
Yeah,
supposed-
I was like, what should I do on the last note? And I
Yeah.
was like, my finger said, play an F natural. That'll do it.
That's totally what it is.
You want to resolve that suspension, right? On the last thing. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I want to just walk down like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can you make it a chord so we keep the like if a robot played it? Can we hear that? Just hear what you have.
Every man. That's the curse of every man.
Isn't it? No. Isn't it supposed to go back down?
no.
Oh.
No. It does not. It's like A minor throughout the whole measure.
Okay.
Every man. That's the curse of every man.
So
Gotta delete that F.
can you so on the end of 4 before the thing, can you anticipate and play the chord of the next bar?
Well,
No.
that's what because the next one is quick, so that's why I was thinking like maybe something like to get out, because it's like because it goes, you know, I mean, it ends like quick. It stops on a dime, you know.
All right, I'll punch you in.
You don't love it.
No, but I want to hear it. The last thing I want to do is censor. I want to hear it first, then I can play. But first, you listen, then you can play. That's why my mother always told me.
Yeah.
She said, first you listen, then you can play. Here we go.
That's the curse of every man.
Sorry.
No, it's
Something
me.
was holding over.
It's me. It's my fault. Let's use the Berlin trick. So you're going gang, 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 gang. You need the last bar and a half.
Yeah.
Like this, and then I'm told you option click somewhere here, and then it does that,
Automatic
and
reroll.
then boom.
Nice.
That's the curse of every man.
One more time with feeling.
Uh-huh.
Here we go.
That's the curse of every man.
Oh, that's wrong. I love it. Yeah.
That's the curse of every man. That's the curse of every man.
Are we taking it too far?
Possibly. But, you know, I mean, there's always the turn it down test.
Yeah, how about this?
Turn it down and see.
Let's try this. Hold on. Let me turn the pre-roll off.
Every man. That's the curse of every man.
One second. Go to the left to go to the right. That makes a lot of sense. Let's see this.
That's the curse of every man.
Can probably,
Yeah,
scoop that.
that's
scoop
a
that
little better for
sucker.
me. Cool. I'm really digging this. For intention's sake, would you play that climb on the 2 first choruses, and then we can consider this an arrangement?
Yeah.
Clang, 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 clang. That part.
On the
On the first chorus and the second chorus.
uh-huh.
And then take a nap.
Can I hear which voicings I was playing there?
Yes, absolutely.
Is it
This is it.
Happiness.
all right? Sorry, now I remember now. Yep, I'm ready.
Not me. But I will be. Here we go.
Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering will serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. And that's the curse of every man.
What did I do at the end of them?
You did this really excellent little turnaround thing here.
To understand. That's the curse of every man.
Right. Well, that's a different chord progression. This one stays on the A minor.
Then,
So I
then
could just like
vamp on the A minor.
Let's do that. All right, cool.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Here we go.
Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering will serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. And that's the curse of every man.
Cool. Cool. And then second chorus?
I could also, if you like, that we could also do the arrangement thing where we do the line again, like at the end of that one too.
No, I don't think that's as cool. This is fine. This
Got it.
works.
Cool.
Second chorus going into the bridge.
Yep.
So there's that, that anticipated C that stays, that pedals until the chorus. I think it's a C
Yep.
chord.
Yep.
Here we go. I'm gonna duplicate this playlist. And here we go.
Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering will serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Even though I say I want the best, what I get is so.
Cool.
That's cool.
Maybe the ending I should switch up a little bit.
Let's see. Maybe you could just stay steady and not give the illusion that it's stopping. Just keep the momentum going. Let's see.
Curse of every man. Even though I say I want.
What if I just did this? 1 second. Other way, dude.
Left is
Let
right,
me,
right is
just,
left.
let me just play it.
What if I did this?
That's the curse. That's the curse. That's the curse of every man. Even though I say I want the best, what I get is so much less.
I forgot to do that.
Even though I say I want the best, what
I feel like I should do that walk up on this voice.
Yes.
That
Well,
seems like a
yeah.
natural.
That's a good
transition
idea.
From these
All
parts.
right, here we go. How about on the C's? I just punched you in on the C's.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, and one. My snap is too tight. I'll just do it by hand. Here we go. Hey.
And that's the curse of every man.
So I just left the last note off to let
That's
it
great.
go to the thing. Also, my earbud just died, so
yeah, and yes.
You might want to just mute me when we're not. Sorry, Ben.
All good.
As a matter of fact,
We might be. You're hearing us through your iPad, right? Like we're not getting any feedback or weirdness yet. So
that's the curse of every man. Even though I say I want the best, what I get is so much
the wrong chord there. Wait,
it's my utmost.
It's not lined up. Wait, the bridge has got moved.
Yeah, I'm gonna change that. My fault. 2 minutes. Yeah, it's off by the 16th. What happened?
No, it's off by it's off by like a bar.
Okay.
The phrasing is right, but it's like moved over a bar. The chord is a bar earlier.
Yeah. Fab, just go down to one of your other versions because you've got a lot of safe versions with that pad thing in there.
Yeah. Come on. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how it got shifted out of place like that.
My fault. 100% guaranteed. Or
I
did something.
I see. It just did it again. Undo.
Yeah.
So Fab, at the use the bottom yellow ribbon. Yeah, exactly. Use that, and you can use that to also select if you're not right on the edge.
Right.
Even though I say I want the best, what I get is so much less. Is my utmost ain't enough to call humanity. And every time I reach the top, my motivation all but stops. And I go right back to the source of my insanity. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand.
So obviously it's way too loud and it's too thick, but the vibe of it is so good. And it brings this crazy stereo thing. I love it. I love this. I think this is like, check this out. This just works.
Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. And that's the curse of every man.
I haven't heard a texture like this on the record.
Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. And that's the curse.
Yeah. There's something good there. There's something special there.
Someone in the comments pointed out it kind of has like a Kid A kind of Radiohead.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So okay, great. So now we have horns and strings coming. So I think that we should hold our horses until we heard what the Oliver wants to do with horns and wants to do with strings. Full disclosure, I feel that here the bridge part that generated this idea no longer feels necessary because the chorus idea is so much stronger.
What's the idea?
This like pedal on the bridge no longer feels strong because
even though I say I want the best, what I get is.
I think this is going to turn into a pad or something, or maybe strings or something. We can revisit that because this is the way it feels here from the innocent bystander spot is that when this comes in on the chorus, that's the hook. That sound now supersedes. That sound creates the emotion that we need for the chorus.
Yeah.
And
like to your point, I kind of imagine that like during that like during the bridge now, like it could be a thing where like I feel like if I was playing it like as a musician, like I would probably I'd keep the same part, but just close up the filter a little more.
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. I have the part. We can also play with the velocity to make sure that it responds the same as in the choruses.
Yeah.
And then this is great. Like this to me just raised the song into special. Like it was a great song. You played, everything amazing, but this now has a certain color that is only here.
Yeah.
I like that very much.
And it really is such a thing, right? Like, as we've been building on this over the weeks, like, you heard just drums, bass, guitar, and vocal, and we're all like, oh man, that's it. Like, it's there. Like, what more does this need? And then as you kind of layer in these special moments of, like, backgrounds of these key parts, a little pat, like, each one of these little elements that you guys are adding just by doing one thing here or there, it does take it to that another level. Where, like, yeah, it's perfectly fine, stripped down and bare, but also, like, this more full production, it's now giving it's just giving more shape and more motion to the whole arrangement.
Yeah, so I think it's great. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a rough mix. Basically this, I'm just going to make sure that this part sits down in the mix, and then send it to Oliver. We're going to switch to every other week now. So next week is nothing. We come back on the 18th with Oliver and his arrangement, because then he's going to be needing some time to do the arrangement.
Yeah.
Then Louis and myself will be here watching Oliver on Zoom and say, yeah, what else you got? Nah.
Ah!
Yeah.
We're not like that. I went and listened to his stuff. He's very, very, very good.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
And it's kind of like this is as real life as it gets. Usually you have you hire somebody, like on a lot of records I hire Magda to do strings, right?
Yeah.
And I gave her a stereo file, and then she goes and does her thing, and then you come back and it's like here, and every time it's a big surprise, And then we spent many hours with Magda. I was like, okay, Magdita, show me your score. I was like, are you sure this is necessary? And she was like, yes. Okay, fine. How about this one? No. Okay, get rid of that. And then it's just like, so there's this process. So we're going to do that in 2 weeks with the Spitfire team. And then hopefully that will be it. And then a couple of weeks after that,
to the mix, the mega mix.
I can do a mix, and that will be happening in my new room.
Yes.
Woo! But it seems like it's really coming together.
It's well, it looks the part, but it's completely non-functional. But it looks great.
Give it a few weeks, and it'll be fully functional and fully ready for going on air.
That is the plan. It looks pretty too. So it's gonna be nice.
That's
awesome. Louis, unless you have another synth idea that you had in the back of your mind.
I did, but if we're out of time, I'm also happy to.
What if we tag it to the end of the? Let's see what Oliver comes up with.
Yeah,
then
I like
we can tag it to the end of that. Yeah, just you never know. You might. We don't know if there's going to be any room left. I also have 2 ideas that I haven't mentioned, but I'll keep them here, and then it'll go poof one day.
Cool.
Nice.
All right.
Well, guys,
all right,
man,
this is awesome.
Yeah, really, really great work, guys. It's super cool. Again, we're getting to see parts of the process that just never make it into videos or never really make it into what people are normally able to get a scope as to actually how this stuff happens. So yet again, it's super cool to see the kind of this overdub process, see like how key ideas and parts and just how it sounds, right? Like we weren't looking for that sound for the bridge or the chorus, but it kind of found us, and then you guys vibed off that to come up with parts. Like it's just super special to get to see this all happen in real time.
And a big kudos to everyone who's been watching patiently. It is and stayed on. It is what it takes to be able to hang on these writing and production sessions. That's that's it. That's like, you got to stay. Life. That's it. And so if you enjoy this 3 hours of this, and you didn't think of your laundry list or what you're going to have for dinner tonight, you're in very good shape, because usually these sessions last forever. And then sometimes something good comes out, and sometimes it's garbage. even with the same people with the same consciousness, inspiration comes or doesn't, or it feels really great, and then you play it the morning after, you're like, what? Who came up with this crap? You
Yeah.
know? And you're like, it's not
That's
that
last night.
bad.
Yeah.
So, but that's really, there's no depending on the velocity and also the experience of the people involved. Like, for example, right now, because we're working with a brand new system, Luna is still fresh. And then for me, for Shape, I don't know Shape as well as, say, I know other tools that I've used for years. So there's an element of surprise, which helps, as opposed to, for example, we had been there to say, if I use some sense that I already know for a long time, say, oh, let's do this, and then I would have gone back into a known track. In this particular case, there's this element of surprise, which is great, and also the element of the fact that it's real time and there's no latency to be had, and you can really add plugins and create textures. Like, I was able to just put the flanger on it. I didn't think about it. It lets you be very, very creative. So all these everything influences the outcome.
Yeah.
You know, if Lewis had been in the room here, or he had been in this room, it would have been way different. So that's why you hear teams that go make a song in, Nicaragua, or they rent a room in LA or a house in LA for 2 weeks to try and come up with stuff. It's because everything influences the decision process, the level of attention, exhaustion, food, whatever you just got on your phone. All that influences where it's going. So what you just saw is like one possible version out of a trillion possibilities, and that's why it's fun.
Absolutely. Well, guys, man, this has been such a fun session. And yeah, can't wait to see what Oliver adds to this in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is that the next week we're taking a break from Tales from the Switch, but we have a special event. It's not announced yet, but for all of you that enjoyed chiming in on lyrics and on helping co-create the song, next week you guys are going to have an absolute ball next week, because that's the entire session next week is all the live chat is helping us create a song. It's gonna be really interesting to see how that turns out.
Very nice.
Yeah. So awesome, guys. Thank you so much. This has been such a fun session to watch, and for all of you watching at home, thank you for tuning in. We're back here tomorrow at 10 a.m. with Pete Thorne. We're gonna be going through one of his Luna sessions and kind of talking about how he's starting to use Luna for his videos and his songs. So yeah, tune back in tomorrow at 10 for a nice special episode with Pete, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.